Hi, this is Sherry. I'm coming at you from Canyon Lake, and I'm coming at you from my patio because it's windy on the lake today, and I lost a card last week, and I'm not going to do that again today. So, you don't have to teach me the same lesson twice. Well, not all the time. Sometimes you do. And I was moving some stuff around in my, my patio, and I was trying to think about the animal totem that I wanted to use for today, and snow leopard is what came to me. I love the snow leopard, but there's just so much information on snow leopard that I wouldn't want to skimp on it because there's just so much depth to the snow leopard. He is so, or she, just has too much for me to skim over lightly. You know, you really want to take your time to get to know the snow leopard. So I thought, all right, what am I supposed to do? Which animal do we get? And I got panda came up this morning, but we've talked about panda recently, and something else came up. Can't think of what it was, but I was moving my stuff around my patio, and I found my lion, and I thought, you know what, I've got lions everywhere. I've got lion there, I've got my lion there, I've got my lion there. So, lion it is. So, my lion is my protector, and I come from the lion people. I already told you guys that, so that's the animal that we're going to be speaking about. So, when the lion comes forward, it's basically, the lion is saying it's time to assert yourself and your ideas. They want you to use your heart to express yourself. You know, there's a message in that. Remember that for later. Express what you're feeling, your thoughts, and when you tell, oh my gosh, I've got to show you guys something really quick. See the guy on the canoe, and he's got his big Marmaduke dog? I love it! Oh my God, I wish I was down there now just to see that, because that's the coolest thing ever. That Marmaduke, what is he? A Great Dane, right? And he's driving around he's on the canoe with this guy. Oh, I love it. I had to show you that. That's amazing. Woo! Best friends canoeing around. How come they're canoeing and it's windy? He's got a kayak. Mine's a little harder to handle. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that. Maybe I should let you guys just kind of look, because look how beautiful it is out there. So the lion is basically bringing you a message of, it's asking you not to overdo in certain areas of your life, which is interesting, because the lion I always think of as being so brave and, with a protector. But basically what the message to that is balance. Balance has been coming up a lot lately. So keep your mind and your heart and everything in your life overall. Try and keep yourself in a balanced position in all of your life activities. As I said, the lion is the protector of the hearth and the home, is what they say, right? The lion is. You see lions in what are they called? In old homes in England. I love England. I'm all about, because I'm Welsh. But you see in a lot of the older designs of homes and around the fireplace, they've got the iron. They've got lions, and they've got lions on. Lions just they think about the lion. A lion is fierce, right? It's a protector. So they want you to go to the lion at this time. It's time to listen to the actions. We call the totem animal towards us. We call the wisdom of the totem animal towards us. So you want to ask what's going on. If this is a time for you to relax and de-stress your mind and body, he'll tell you what to do. It's about timing and about using your personal power. It's about, maybe it's time to increase your involvement in community efforts, or organize something, or get something together. It's about cooperating. It's about cooperation amongst friends. They help you recognize and understand your own abilities and your own the power that you have, like your personal power. Helps you recognize that. The lion is fiercely independent, definitely confident and in control. You think about a Leo personality, right? Definitely in control. They have this power within them that is able to take charge and manifest change in lives. Also, people that, not only in their own lives, but the ones around them, because people look to them as leaders. And they are fiercely loyal, and they will defend their families and friends to the death. If the lion comes into your dreams, it's talking about you have possibly been in a very emotionally challenging or upsetting situation, and they're telling you that you're going to overcome this situation. It's also telling you that you're more powerful than you realize that you are. You've got more influence over others than you think that you do. It also means that it could mean that you need to, because you've got to take up the negative and the positive aspects of it. So it could mean that you have to exercise a little bit of restraint in some area of your life, maybe in your personal life or your social life. It represents your need, it could represent your need for control over obstacles or challenges or others. And you have to, maybe you're the kind of person, like if you're a lion, you want to be in charge, you want to be in control. So there could be like a power struggle going on. So you got to examine this. So to see a lioness in your dreams, to see the female lion, it represents maternal instincts, because again, as the lion is fiercely protective of the ones that he loves, well, the lioness is also very protective of the ones that she loves. And she'll go to great lengths. Bear wasn't at the other totem. I was remembering that we were going to do, and just like a mama bear, a lion will as well. A lioness is going to protect her, the ones that she loves, her family and friends. They're also talking about if you recognize possibly what is it? You don't see them very often, but sometimes there's a people put up this picture on Facebook, and it's a black lion, which isn't real. But if you see a black lion in your dreams, that represents somebody else is in a position of power, or is a negative influence in your life. A white lion talks about majestic power. It also talks about a sudden awareness of the power that you have. The white lion totems are a whole nother subject themselves. So wisdom comes to mind. My daughter painted me this little birdhouse, and wisdom. So call upon the lion if you need help in any of these areas. Okay? So that's what we're going to get with lion today. And if anybody else comes up while we're up here, I was sitting inside, and a crow landed right here, and it was huge. And Lily normally sleeps right here on this bed, and she had just gone in, and I thought, man, if that crow had come up, he could have taken her away. He was huge. Thought about that. No, that's a message to myself. Oh, I do want to say something too. Yesterday, I posted a video, and it was sent to several people that Spirit guided me to send it to, and it's interesting because I got a really mixed review. I got an email, several emails thanking me for it, saying how it resonated with them really, really well, and then I got an email from a really dear friend who was upset by it, and I didn't understand what he was going through in his life, but it was difficult for him to hear that message, and he wasn't ready to let go or release at that time. And so what I wanted to say was, when Spirit asks me to speak and asks me to move forward, I do. I don't question it. And when I was told, I looked to see who I was supposed to specifically send the message to, and it wasn't zeroed in on specific people per se, but I was guided to send the message that I sent to certain individuals. So please don't take an offense at anything. It's just a message that I was asked to deliver, and that happens a lot with me. Spirit uses me to deliver the messages, and sometimes people aren't happy with what I have to say and the message that I have to deliver. And if it's something that you're not ready to take on and you don't want to hear it at that time, don't. I'm just that's my job. So please don't take offense. It came from my heart, and it came from Spirit. I was guided to do it, and so I did. So that's that. Okay. So the deck that we're going to be using today is the Faery Forest. It's by Lucy Cavendish, same author of the Oracle of the Shapeshifters and what was it? The one that was it the Shapeshifters I used last night? No, it was the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Yeah, Shapeshifters I used last week, but Lucy Cavendish is one of my favorite authors. So I haven't used this one for a little while, and I've been missing the forest, and so this is what we're going to use. So the first message, it's interesting. I've been talking about these recently. I'm talking about unicorns. came up yesterday. See if I can remember it right now. I saw a unicorn in the sky, in a cloud. I took a picture of it. It's on my page. It's crystal clear. It's amazing. So the first message you have is the golden unicorn. And the number is 4 and 3. And 4 means angels. They're all around you. You're completely guided, protected, and loved. There's no reason for fear. And 3 means that specifically an archangel is around you. And this is going to be an archangel that you feel is yours. What comes to mind first? And what's interesting to me is I just talked about Jesus, didn't I? So anyone that was on earth and is now in heaven, an ascended master, that's what it means. I'm sorry, not an archangel. An ascended master is with you. So ascended master, Moses, Buddha, Jesus, any of those. So to me, there's another message to me about Jesus being around, and the fact that it's Easter weekend again. So that's the first message for there. Okay, so protector, guardian, champion, and you see this golden unicorn rearing. It looks beautiful, and you think about the magic and the mystery of a unicorn, right? You always think about, when you look at unicorns, you think about magical mystery. I do anyway. And what's going on in this message is they're talking about, everybody deserves to have somebody as a protector, as a guardian. Somebody that you can turn to. Somebody that you know that you can trust, that's got your back, that's got your best interest at heart. So when this message comes forward for you, it's basically showing you that there is going to be, or there is, a person, an advisor, a mentor, somebody who's going to help you through a very difficult time, through a challenge that you're now facing. And when the golden unicorn appears, it's a beacon of hope. And I've got that bird. You remember that bird I told you guys about? It's flying around up here, so maybe we can get a better view of him. And we can use him for next week, for an animal totem. But anyway, so what they're saying is, this golden unicorn energy is, and it could represent a person. It comes to you at a time they're going to help you get through a challenge that seems insurmountable to you, something that might seem impossible to be resolved for you. You're going to get to a place where you no longer feel so raw or open or vulnerable, and unable to move on. And I was in that place yesterday. You get to the place where I can't take it anymore. So when this comes, you're going to get to the place where you're going to move past this. So the golden unicorn comes to ones who are facing unjust circumstances, things that are unfair. I was talking about how we've been getting court documents and contracts and justice. I've been getting that daily for weeks now. So it comes when you are feeling like you're in a situation that's not fair, that's unjust. And it feels to you like, where are my friends? My friends have all fallen off the face of the planet. I'm on my own here. And things just don't feel safe for you anymore. So this is when this comes forward, and they come with and if it's spirit's energy, or if it's a person, it's a bee totem, which represents victory. If it's spirit, or even if it's a person themselves, they're talking about they're going to come to you with intelligence and reasonable wisdom. Intuitive brilliance. This person is connected. This person understands, and their guidance is going to come, and it's going to come to help you. It's going to help you in regarding friendships. It's going to help you with partnerships, alliances, because you've been feeling like nobody's there, right? You've been feeling like you're on your own. You've been feeling like, where's everybody gone? And we were talking about the lion. Remember, the lion talked about call on the lion when you're needing to call in, you're needing to cooperate, or call in friends, or call in people to work as a team effort. So this is what they're going back to back here, and it's going to help you understand the correct friendships and the correct alliances to form. You've gotten wiser now regarding your friends and the ones that you've decided to align with. You're ready now. They're saying that you're not going to be hurt again by the same things. They're also saying that there's a protective energy around you with the unicorn, which is nice, because we've also got the lion, which is protecting you. And it's safe to leave the current circumstances that you're in. So you're in a place, remember, you're in this place where you feel like you don't know how you're going to get out of it. You're in a place where you don't feel safe any longer. And they're going to guide you out, and they're going to say it is safe for you to leave, and it's time for you to move. and create a new path for yourself. And any judgment that has happened against you, they've got the crow coming up. I'm curious to see if he's going to come up here. Any judgment, you know, comes up when you think about the justice card. It's like when you're feeling judged, you know, when you're feeling like you're in court before somebody and people are judging you. So this judgment that you've been feeling at this point, they're saying it's going to start to dissolve. And true good people, honest people are going to enter your life. And it talks about they're going to help you heal the pain of relationships that have fallen away. Because remember, last week we were speaking about how there were going to be, was it last week or the week before, about I think it was last week, about the scarecrow that was mean and said horrible things, and how the black cat was going to come back to the little girl that was forlorn, and you were going to learn, there was going to be an apology, there was going to be an amending that was going to be taking place, and the friendships that were meant to be salvaged, they're going to show you how to salvage these friendships, and then the ones that you need to walk away from, that will be pointed out as well. So these all kind of go together, right? Okay, so I'm going to take a look and see if you guys can figure out what that little bird is up there. Let's see. Okay, so the next message, which is interesting because we've gotten a few counselors already. So now we've got the wizard. And the message from the wizard, okay, so the number, I hope I'm holding this correctly so that you guys can see this, 1 and 5. So 1, keep your thoughts positive, because the universe has just taken a snapshot of your thoughts. Do you like what you're creating? Because what you are thinking about right now, you're literally manifesting. So pay attention to the thoughts that are in your mind, and if you don't like what you're creating, change your thoughts. Do whatever you can to lift your energy and change your thoughts. And 5 talks about big changes, positive changes, always for the better, that are, you know, going through your life right now. So, and it may feel like things are kind of shaken up, because look at what we were just speaking about. You might be coming out of a situation that's been tough, and you're not quite sure how you're going to get out of it. So there is a change that's happening. You're not going to get away from it. It might feel tumultuous, but it's going to be in the highest good for you. It's leading you in the best direction. Okay, so the wizard, rune king, wise one, counselor. So this turns up when you are embracing your spirituality, your spiritual journey, right? This is a time when your true self is going to be recognized. Sometimes very favorably, other times maybe not. But you don't care, because you are proud of where you are. You recognize who you are. You're beginning to realize what you can do, the power that you have, how you're able to manifest change in your life. You outwardly are expressing how you feel. I'm at this place where I know what I do is in the highest good for myself and for others. I don't like to hurt people's feelings, but I'm not going to, like I said, back down when Spirit says to speak. This is where you're at in this place. You are recognizing the wisdom. You are living an intuitive life, not an ordinary life. It's actually extraordinary, because you're living it fearlessly, powerfully. You're stepping into your personal magic, because we all have it. But you have transformed, and you are a healing agent. And as I said, you are going to be getting recognition. You're going to be mostly received very well. And the ones that don't receive you well, you're not going to concern yourself with this. They're also telling you that you're not, at this point, you've gotten to the place where you know now, you know what, this is my path. And I'm not going to fear rejection from family or from friends or anybody else who thinks that I should be doing something different. You are embracing your spirituality, and you recognize that you've grown, and you're embracing this personal growth in your life. It's not imaginary. You are absolutely in this place. You've stepped into your power. So this is a very powerful place to be. And maybe others don't recognize you, and they don't recognize maybe why you're doing what you're doing, but you're not going to stress yourself out about that. You know, they either will in time, and you know, maybe some people will distance themselves from you, and maybe you need to distance yourselves from others. But you're going to speak out, even if people don't understand what you're saying. You're not going to allow their thoughts, feelings, actions to dictate who you are and how you present yourself in this world, because you know that you've stepped into your role. This is your life's path. You will be asked for guidance from others, and you're going to be able to help, because you've grown, and you've come to a place of understanding. So you're going to be able to share what the knowledge that you have learned with other people at this time. So that's that message. I like that. Okay. So the next message, this one's cool. Now, the number 9 represents happy endings. So something's, we're walking away from something. Remember, we might be in a situation, remember, that we weren't quite sure how we were going to get out of it, but we are leaving a situation because this is a happy ending. And of course, happy endings have to happen before you have the new beginning. And we're in Easter weekend, right? We're in the weekend of and rabbits represent new beginnings, and we've been talking a lot about new beginnings. And so before we can have a new beginning, we have to have an ending, and happy endings are the best. So even while we're going through it, even if it doesn't feel like it's positive, it's always in our highest good. So that's our first, the message with the number. So you see this woman, she's beautiful, she looks very, very confident. Look at the diamonds. Now what's interesting to me is this came up, and I got to figure out what this means. I had a nose ring, I do have a nose ring, and it's a diamond, and it fell out of my nose, and I found it on the bathroom floor. I saved it, but then yesterday it fell out again. And then my mermaid, who is also representing me, the wind knocked her over. And I said, man, my mermaid's losing her diamonds. What's going on? So the winds of change, possibly, we were talking about balance. I got off of balance. Maybe it knocked me, right? That's why I did that video. I had to recognize where I was and where I needed to be. And when I picked this up, I thought, what's going on? The mermaid's losing all of her diamonds, and I wondered what that meant. So I'm gonna leave that, because maybe you guys can offer something more to me about that. And I like getting comments, because people when I post the videos, I get a lot of feedback from people. So what do you think that means? The fact that this mermaid was losing her jewels. I said, she's losing her jewels. What's going on? She lost her diamond. I had to go buy a new diamond ring. I did get it for half price, which was interesting. So even though I had to replace it, I didn't have to pay as much for it. So that's a message in itself. Okay, so here we see her, and she's adorned in diamonds everywhere. She's got these beautiful diamonds. And what's going on is, this is a time when excitement happens, because it says excitement, frenzy, journey. And remember I've been saying, I've been getting a lot about travel, and I woke up this morning and I just felt like, I feel like I'm feeling that energy again, that I want to move, I want to travel, I love to travel, and I just feel like there's movement, and I've been getting from Spirit. There's going to be a journey, or there's going to be a trip, or there's going to be some kind of travel, whether this is travel over your emotional waters, or whether this is actual physical travel, remains to be seen. But that's what it's talking about. It could be a journey to, your inner self, to your spiritual self. But it's talking about preparing for a journey, something that you've anticipated for quite a long time. A gathering. It takes place, it takes you to a place where it's going to help your natural energy flow better. It's like when I went on my quest. Anytime you go on a quest, it's about improving your energetic flow and your connection to Spirit. So it's talking about your energy is going to clear, and it's going to be breathing life into your new life back into your life again. So it talks about bliss coming back after a time of a difficulty. Okay, I want to see who that was. It's the crow. Did you see him down there? Okay, so the emphasis was on breathing in. Okay, after a difficult time, bliss coming to you after a difficult time. I like the emphasis on that. Funny that he was speaking like that. It was a difference, kind of like a hush hush kind of. It wasn't a loud call. It was kind of like a secret message. I like that. So basically, the fierce, and the fact that she's called the Wild Hunt, and it says frenzy, that kind of sounds a little bit chaotic, right? So it doesn't sound like it's like a slow moving journey. What it's talking about is it's going to be fierce and powerful, and it might feel a little bit frightening, thrilling, because this is good. This is the positive, right? And what it is this is the queen. This is the queen, and she is getting herself, you can tell by, look at the way she holds her head. Love it. She totally feels comfortable in her power, and she's getting herself ready for this journey, preparing herself, and there's joy, and there's going to be challenges as well, but she's getting herself ready. And so what they're saying for you is, this is a time that you need to prepare yourself as well, and there's going to be a little bit of chaos, because they talked about frenzy. So Something wild's going to come. A wild time. There's changes that are going to tear through your life, possibly. And it's going to kind of upend things, you know, because chaos, you know, it's chaotic. That's what it is. So what they're saying is they want you to get yourself prepared. It might be that what you have attached yourself to is turned around. You might need to pack. You might need to travel. You might need to find ways to move more quickly. You need to stop planning, actually, at this point, and organizing, and just go. Basically, they're saying on an immensely enjoyable time. So even though it feels kind of frenetic and scary and like, oh my gosh, this is it, it's something that you knew was coming. And it was something that you've actually been preparing for. And so they're telling you to just get ready to do this. It's going to be like the ride of your life, basically, is what it's like a roller coaster, right? So sometimes, a roller coaster, people get off on roller coasters because they're kind of scary, but they're fun at the same time. So this is kind of the energy that it is. It's going to be kind of delirious excitement. So it's very, and it's coming for you. And basically, you might feel, because the lion totem spoke about, the lion likes to be in control. We all like to be in control of our lives. I like to be in control of my life, and we have to recognize that we actually are not completely in control ever, because life has its own way, and spirit has its own way of delivering things to us. So you might feel like you're out of control, and you fear the loss of control and order, because you're used to things normally being in a certain way, or at least two doves. Harmony, moving in harmony, two of them together, so on the move. So see, even though you may feel like, oh, I don't have control over this situation, it might be that your emotions have taken over. Maybe your heart's taken over, and you can't control it any longer. And so that's what, because it's a positive, and it's exhilarating, and yet it's a little scary to let go at the same time. But truly, it's going to be, even though it scares you and tests your nerves, you're on the edge of something quite exciting and quite wonderful. So they want you to dress your best. Dress for success, basically. Show up. Prepare yourself, basically, and others to be amazed at this moment, is what they're saying. Take a deep breath, because finally what you've been hoping for and what you've been asking for is here, and you're alive, and you will feel more and more alive. Oh, look. All the ducks. Everybody's on the move. So there's definitely movement, and this is going to be exciting. I mean, the wild hunt. Ooh! So you're gonna be searching something. You're gonna be looking for something too, on this wild journey. This is very exciting. I think this is very, very, very exciting. I like it. I'm into that. Thank you very much. I just finished saying I want to go somewhere, so take me. Okay, this one, the Sorceress. I love her. She's clearly in the forest. So Sorceress, number 3. Again, Archangel. Not Archangel. Why do I keep saying that? Because you know what? There's an Archangel that's with me. Because I couldn't continually be speaking about the Archangel. But 3 talks about an ascended master. So, to me, it's Archangel Michael. Because, well, I won't even go into that with you guys, but we'll just leave that. So, rituals, power, and will. So, as we were already shown about it's time to get ready, we're going to have something major moving. They're saying it's time to act. Time to get your wisdom together. This is about stepping into your power. This is recognizing a new life cycle, because right, the resurrection is happening, the rebirth is happening, the vultures. So the death has occurred, and now the rebirth is happening, and it's time to maybe this is an important meeting, because you were supposed to get ready. We're talking about friends. We're talking about this guidance, or this one that's going to help you move. It's going to help you move forward in a situation. So it might be that you have an important meeting that's coming up. It might be that you have an event that you need to be prepared for. So gather your energy, your strategy, whatever it is that you have that you need to get things in order to pull this off. Choose the time. Choose the tools that you need, meet, and with either the event, the person, whatever it is, this meeting, whatever this arrangement that's going to happen, you need to show up. And they're saying when you do show up, they want you, as we got with the message before, show up in your highest power, call your higher self in, ask your higher self, you know, when I, fake it till you make it, right? So maybe people will not see that your knees are shaking underneath or you're trembling, because you're going to ask for your higher self to come in and step in and take over and to carry you as you go into this meeting, go in to deliver a speech, go in to meet with somebody, go into a job interview, whatever this is. And before you go, you're going to talk to yourself with your higher self, and you're going to say, my glasses keep sliding off my nose and I just got these done. You're going to say to your higher self, and you're going to say to your archangel who's with you and your ascended master who's helping you, help me out here. You know, give me the power. Help me fill myself up with strength. And ask the Father. I asked the Father specifically, you know, fill me with confidence and courage and strength to be able to do this with calm and a resolve. They want you to, you know, throw your shoulders back and raise your head up and straighten your back, straighten your shoulders. Go in there with the will to succeed, you know, and you're going to, you've arrived basically, and you're not going to allow any doubt to creep in, because this is it. We're done with the procrastinating. We've been getting this message for quite a while now, and we've been knowing that something was supposed to be happening, that we wanted to do something, and we haven't done it. Why haven't we done it? We just haven't done it. Now there's no more procrastinating. The death has happened. Whatever the other cycle has ended. Now the new cycle has begun. We're going on this wild hunt. We're going to go after what it is that we want. We're no longer procrastinating. We're showing up in all of our power. We've done the homework, right? If we haven't, then do the homework. Whatever you need to do to get prepared, so that when the moment comes, you know, all of the energy and all of the power and all of your positive belief and trust in yourself and in your higher self, it all comes to the fore and it all comes out together. That's what you need to do. So if there's anything that you need to check, if you need to check airline flights, if you need to check train schedules, if you need to check bus schedules, if you need to find out any documents, because I keep seeing documents and contracts. Do you need to get a passport? Shoot, I got to get a passport. I keep saying that I don't have one. Mine's more complicated because I'm Canadian. If there's any research that you have to do as far as looking up documents, are you getting married? You know, do you have to have any documents in order so that you can do that? Who knows what it is that's coming up. Get everything in order so that everything flows in the most smooth manner as possible. It's going to help you get through whatever, if this job interview or whatever needs to be done, whatever gathering you're going to gather together. As we got earlier, we talked about family and friends or alliances or people that are going to help you. Remember, the lion was going to help you bring forward the proper alliances, and so was the wizard. I mean, they're all coming together. They're all giving the same message. So they want you to let go of any self-doubt. They want you to let go of any jealousy. Jealousy, where did that come from? It's not you that's got jealousy. Okay, so others are jealous of you. So, okay, so was it the lion? Think about that. Why is that coming up? Hold on. Okay, so people have been coming against you because we think about last week, the scarecrow that said something really mean, right? That did something really horrible, and you're in this situation possibly that you feel is unfair. You're wondering where your friends have been. So somebody has done something out of jealousy that's caused something to happen, and this confidence and belief and trust in yourself and in spirit, and knowing that you're not alone, knowing that you literally have the backing of the lion. Oh, don't they call Jesus the lion? No, the Lamb of God. So the lion, what does the lion represent? But you've got this lion energy. You've got this power. You're not alone. You've got your oh, I know who it is. I think they do call him the Lion of Judah. I mean, this is all my religious stuff, you know, growing up. It's just kind of like, it's floating around here. I know somebody's going to say something, and they're going to be like, you had it right, you almost had it, you were right there. So whatever it is all of this positive energy and all of this, everything moving in the direction that you need to, and you girding yourself up and asking your Father to fill you with all of this. It's going to counteract any jealousy, any anger or bitterness or any negativity that has been, up until this point, stopping you from moving forward, stopping your progress. Something's been in the way. Something or somebody has been in the way. Somebody who's been jealous. Somebody who has done something that's been putting up a wall or getting you to a place where you haven't been able to move forward. So this is whatever rituals you need to perform for self-empowerment, do that. If you need to go into meditation and light some incense. I always light incense, and I have I've got this incense pack, and it's all the different chakras. Oh, I got to show you guys something in a second. All the different chakras, and I'll close my eyes and I'll just say whatever it is that I need at this moment, you know, and I'll pull it out, and that particular chakra gets lit up, and that stimulates the chakra that I need help with. So if you need to do that, if you need to, you know, set out certain crystals, if you need to, whatever it is that you do, that you light candles, whatever, or call in certain archangels or ascended masters, or call in the Father, whatever it is that you need to do that's going to and harness your power, you need to do this at this time. And at this time, it's probably been, you have been neglected, or your power, you have neglected your own personal power, and you have underestimated yourself, and definitely other people have underestimated you. So now's the time that you're going to come out. You are a being of power. You're a being of commitment. You are committing to this, and you are going to allow yourself and others to see who you truly are. So this is a very, very powerful forward movement time. Okay, so the last message is the Yule singer. Now it's interesting, it's not Christmas time, but we have a lot of talking about Jesus, don't we? I find that really interesting. So to me, I recognize this is just another message that, yes, he's around me. I'm looking at the bird that's there. It's interesting. To me, it's a robin redbreast, and robin redbreast represents spring and new beginnings. So it talks about, oh yeah, see, because look at the words, rebirth. Okay, the number's 3-6. Here again, we got that ascended master that's with us. And 6, I posted a message about, oh, it's 333. And a friend in Wisconsin said to me, oh, that's only half evil, because he's thinking 666. Now, the number 6 represents material. And I said 333, 666 isn't a negative. A 666 says you're too focused on the material world. Lift your thoughts to spirit, and your material needs will be taken care of. So the number 6 would be representing that. Don't be so concerned with all the little things that are going on. Spirit's going to handle that. Okay? Okay. So rebirth, feasting, joy. Definitely positive. Time of celebration. Okay? So what they're saying is there are times in our life where it feels as though our light's going to go out. I was feeling like this yesterday. Clearly, according to this message, what we've already gotten from the beginning, you may have been feeling like your friends aren't around, or you're feeling like things are not fair, and you don't know that you can go on. You just don't know how much longer that you can handle this. So at this time, you're being put through a great test. But they're saying that if you persevere at this time, you will experience that death that we were speaking about. So maybe this card's out of order. But you're undergoing such a dramatic transformation and change in your life. And any time that you go through change, it's difficult. So we were talking about, moving forward on this wild journey, and maybe the trepidation that you're feeling, or the feeling of nervousness, because it's difficult for people to have change. So while we're going through this change, we may be experiencing these feelings, but there is such a transformation that's taking place in so many different ways. It talks about you coming out of a period of darkness and suffering, and you're now going into a period of excitement and delight and brightness. And so when this takes place, you're going to be stepping in, as we already were shown, we're stepping into our deepest, truest selves. And you're going to be basically, when we talk about singing, it's singing out, right? Speaking, when birds sing, they're communicating. So you're going to be singing out the deepest part of who you truly are. You've stepped into your power. You're going to open up, and you're going to begin to live again. You have been in a dark place. You have been in a place where you've been stagnating and not moving forward. You've been in a place where you felt things were unjust and people have abandoned you, and you wondered if you couldn't go on. But now you're coming through this, and now all of a sudden it's like it's the rebirth. Happy Easter weekend. It's rebirth. And they say at this time to expect, because when you do this, when you embrace who you truly are, and you recognize the direction that you're going to go, and the stuff that you were procrastinating or putting off, and the kind of stagnating, that's over, and you start kind of moving more towards who you truly are. You're stepping into your own highest power and your personal power. Then you start drawing to you the people like you. So now you're drawing to yourself true friendships, not these ones that haven't been there, that have deserted you and have fallen off the face of the planet. You know, when something went wrong, where were they? They weren't your true friends. At this time, you're going to recognize who your true friends were, and you're going to recognize the new ones that come in, these true friends. And they're going to be easy connections, because we draw this to ourselves, the power of the law of attraction. You know, it just happens. Our vibe attracts our tribe. So when your vibe starts to shift into a positive direction, I said to somebody yesterday, if you don't like the people that are around you, if you don't like what's happening around you, change your attitude, change your friends, change where you go, change how you associate, change what you're thinking, and then you can start attracting to yourself the proper vibe and the people that you're meant to be around. The talking about this is going to be easy. You know, you don't have to search for this. You'll naturally draw these ones to yourselves. They're talking about positive moments, easy connections. They're talking about growth. They're talking about dark times being done. You know, we're always going to have challenges. It doesn't mean that we're not going to ever have a difficult time in our life. But for now, we've got a really exciting journey. We're stepping into our personal power. We've got new friendships that are coming. Dark times are over at this time, and things are going to feel brighter, and you're going to feel stronger. And that one cycle, the number 9 that we got before, that cycle of darkness and sadness, it's ending. The rebirth is here. We have been resurrected. We have been transformed. It's perfect timing for this weekend, actually. It's just a trip. And I don't celebrate Easter, but the whole idea of a transformation and a resurrection is pretty cool to happen, especially with the cards that we were given. You're going to be singing your song. You're going to be singing out loud. Now, I had another message, and I can't remember the name of the... I was looking at different cards and different decks, and I'll just tell you what the message is, because I thought, oh my gosh, that's amazing. What they said is they want you to, at this time, remember the rituals. They said, you know, whatever ritual that you need to, that you do that empowers you, look to that. But they want you to look around in your home, or they want you to look around and see the symbols that have been coming to you. What symbols have been coming to you? They're talking about bringing symbols into your home. We're actually looking at the ones that have kind of worked their way into your life, because these symbols are bringing you power. These symbols are helping you. They're giving you a message. So I looked around. First thing I did is I looked at my shirt. And look at this shirt. I just got this yesterday. It's got lips and hearts on it. Oops, sorry. Lips and hearts. Okay, so my first message was, speak about what you love. Speak to who you love. Speak love. What would love say? Speak loving words. Tell someone you love them. Right? This. Because when I looked in my room, I'll show you. When I looked around in my room, I was sitting down here, picking my cards, and I looked up. At first, I looked at my shirt, and then I looked up here, and I thought, okay, heart, 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 and the tigers. And I thought, okay, that's my messenger. I mean, that's my sacred geometry. So the Ascended Master, that's another message right there. So the Ascended Master that's hanging around, I know who my Ascended Master is that's hanging around me. That's Archangel Metatron, because he's the one who deals with sacred geometry and symbols, and he speaks to you in symbols. So the fact that we kept getting the number 3, and I already knew that, I know that he works very closely with me, because he works with crystal children. He works with children and people who have had, who felt like they were on the outside, felt like they were, you know, I keep thinking, I'm gonna rent the movie The Outsiders, or we'll find it on Netflix or something. But people that always kind of have felt like that they didn't belong, and we don't care now. We're stepping into our power, but we have always kind of been a little bit different. So Archangel Metatron, he's the one that you call on if you're feeling, you know, like you don't fit in, or you're feeling at odds. That is the Archangel that's speaking to you. So that was for me the symbol that I recognized were the hearts. I saw them everywhere around me. Now my girlfriend Julie, she just bought me that beautiful butterfly. It's a solar butterfly, and the butterfly represents transformation, right? Which is what's going on. So take a look around at the things that are around you, and see what's speaking to you. I looked around and I saw my animal totems. Look at a lion. He definitely was the animal messenger that we wanted to speak about. Then I see the coyote. The coyote represents a couple things. The coyote you think about as the trickster. The coyote wants you to laugh at your mistakes. The coyote says, accept your foibles and accept your little the things that you've done that have embarrassed you. And the sooner that you can laugh at it, the sooner that you can let it go, the better. Don't get hung up on your mistakes. That's what the coyote speaks about. Coyote, it's the trickster. Sometimes the coyote will trick you into doing what you're meant to do without you even realizing it happens. I don't want to talk about a negative, but the coyote is also a gangster, right? Isn't that like a Mexican gangster? But I say the positive. Let's do the positive. Again, look at, oh, that's another thing. Oh my gosh, seriously. What is it that I find everywhere I go? Everywhere I go, hearts. So clearly the hearts are my messenger, right? Wow, hearts are everywhere in my life. So definitely that is my message. That follow your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Use your head, but follow your heart. Pay attention to your logical mind, but allow your heart to guide you. Allow your heart to make the final decision. So those are all the messages that came up. And I knew, I didn't have the card, but that's what they are. So let's take a look around. Let you guys see. It's so beautiful. I wondered if anybody else was going to show up here. It's such a beautiful day. It's very, very warm here, but the wind keeps it cool. I'm very blessed to have this gorgeous surrounding, and I don't see any other animal messengers that want to speak to us. We saw the dove, peace and harmony, coming, which is yes. There's another one just flew by. You probably didn't see that. Then the crow gave us emphasis on bliss. Yay! Okay, so if you would like to follow me, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Google+, I'm on Angel's Whisper, Sherry Columbus, I'm on, that's Facebook, I'm on Twitter, did I say that? My website is www.thewhispersofangels.com. No, it's not. It's the Angel's Whisper. Sorry. It used to be the Angel Whispers of Angels. Now it's the Angel's Whisper. If you would like any help with dream analysis or life coaching or a private reading, personal readings, this is my path. This is what I do. I love it. Love being a teacher. It's fun. It's positive. Positive energy. That's how I use my voice. That's how I love. So I would be honored. My email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. It's SHERRI, Columbus as in Christopher, COLUMBUS at Yahoo. Please, if you do want help, go ahead and go to my website, but do contact me on my email address, because that I get that quicker. What else? Oh, if you would like to be notified of these videos, they all go to YouTube. I'm on YouTube, clearly. If you want to subscribe, then you won't, they'll let you know when the videos are up, so you don't have to look for them. So that's that. Thank you for tuning in. I'm starving to death. I haven't had anything since breakfast. I'm going to go feed myself. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Peace, love, and light. Blessings.